Hey everybody, Goldie here, and we are back for the fifth time taking a look at Hall of Fame Iron Sheik. Now, he's been revamped a bunch, so I decided to put out my previews that I did because I spent a lot of time making them. And I wasn't just going to delete them because they weren't accurate, but I made abundantly clear in the titles that they weren't accurate, but at the same time, they're out in the universe because I ain't wasting any more of my time. So, since I did the previews before with the gears, I can't unequip them for this preview. So, we are going to be looking at all of his movesets with both of his gears. I will only run 3 builds. Just because I don't need to test stuff anymore. But let's take a look at him. So this is the standard bronze. And then the silver. The wrestling pants look so nice with the silver. And then the gold, which also looks amazing. Not sure why, if it's a statue that, like, all the things that they fixed about him, and they didn't fix the fact that his headpiece spins when it's supposed to be solid gold. But anyways, what the gears do. One gear, regardless of if it's silver or gold, silence gems do 250% more damage. Having both gears means multiply gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 7. So they beefed him way up with the gears. Not super sold on the first gear. The way it was before, it was actually 300%, so now it's 250. But that for his sub is massive. Gonna hit for a lot of damage. So he is a coach. They did change his coach ability. It was 27% less damage from blue moves at 18k. Now it's 30. Why they felt a 3% increase was necessary, I do not know. But he's still the anti-Santa Hogan, which if anyone was going to be that, it was Sheiky baby. Links, he has the Hall of Fame link. Any color moves start with 4 more move points, and we've looked at the gear bonuses already. So the first moveset we're going to take a look at is a 3-star build. It's using green 2 and double blue. So green 2 is the Iranian drop, deal 143,570 damage and choose 6 gems to destroy. That's 10 MP move. Blue 1 is the back rake, 7 MP. Deal 82,222 damage and make all green gems into silence gems. Blue 2 is the side belly to belly suplex, 8 MP. Deal 90,413 damage and choose 6 gems to make into green gems. So they've upped the move damage for the blue moves by about 50 to 60k or so. So helps him, hold his weight in the current meta. So the entourage we're going to run, Lawler for more blue move points, Tech Booker for 35% more green gem damage, Showboat Lacey for 20% more green gem damage, and Gargano for 15% silence gem damage. So with the gear of 250 and then 55% on the green gems plus 15 from Gargano, all of that is going to go on green gems. We are starting with a base of 11.3k. For the belt, we're going full fury. Could probably do a blue percent metal or a green percent metal. Didn't feel like switching the belt around, but I did switch the plate. We're going to run the Honky Tonk Blues. So whenever you break 3 or more green gems, get 3 blue move points at the end of your turn. And let's see how it goes. So that's ready to go on turn 1, but we'll wait. And let's kick out. We do not have a lot of green gems on the board, unfortunately. We need a 3 match. Let's try this. That should... Oh, that's not going to charge it enough. That's fine. So what we'll do is make all green gems into silence gems. So our base was 11.3k, and with the belt and the trainers and coaches and gear, we're now doing 53.4 thousand per green gem. And we'll choose 6 to destroy. And we are going to do that. And destroy the green gems, cascade a bunch of stuff. About 55 away from a real perfect number. But that's with one gear. You can really try to boost your green gem damage with the silence gem build. Not his ideal set, in my opinion, but wanted to show it with the gears. Let's go ahead and take a look at a second silence gem moveset that's available at 4-star. The 4-star moveset that we're going to take a look at, we're going to keep green 2, the Iranian drop, and we're going to bring in double red. So red 1 is the Gutbuster, 1 MP, deal 47,001 damage, and modify a 2x4 random area into silence gems. They added about 40k move damage to that, so happy about that change. And red 2 is the Fireman's Carry Slam, 6 MP, deal 75,006 damage, and make 10 silence gems into green gems. They added a little bit of move damage to that as well. So similar entourage to the 3-star build, but instead of Lawler, we're going to go with Butch because we're using red. And the belt is going to be the same, but instead of the Honky Tonk Blues plate, we're going to use an Aftershock. So whenever you break 3 or more green, get 3 red move points at the end of your turn. And again, buffing the green gem and silence gem damage, and the hope is just to make 2 4 breaks with that random area and explode those 2 rows, recycle, do gem damage that way. So that's ready to go. Nice. So yep, 53,000 on those gems. And that'll explode those 2 rows. We'll charge up the Iranian drop and give us 3 red MP so we can pick off red gems to recycle and do it all again. It'd be nice if we had a green match here so we could charge up that red move, but we don't. So we'll just swipe out. What do we need? 2. Okay, so we'll place a random area And that covered up some green gems, which is nice. We need 2 reds. What we could do is destroy these 2 because we're going to put out another 2x4 and we're only making 10 green gems from the silence. So that's what I'm going to do. And it'll probably backfire horribly. But 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm a genius. Totally meant to do that. Knew it was going to happen the entire time. An absolute genius. So that's a decent 760k. This moveset is okay, but I still don't think it's his ideal one. And we don't need that kick out again. Can hit this for some move damage. Don't really need to destroy anything because with our tour perks we're going to charge them up. 2x4 into silence. And we'll take these 2 rows out again. Now when I ran this before the changes, I used double armor and it took like 15 flippin' minutes. So I figured switching to Fury might be a better call, but this is still really slow. But you gotta admit, the cutscenes were amazing. Once again, no green match. Come on. If there is one positive to this build, it's the recycling. Recycling is fairly seamless. But I feel like a 250% boost with a gear, the character should have a move that does damage per silence gem. So I think he's missing that when it comes to the silence gem set. But, you know, 600 to 700k pins per turn is okay. It's not bad. All right, so those are the 2 silence gem builds. Let's take a look at the 5-star build and see what updates it got. The 5-star build we're going to take a look at is triple green. So we're bringing in the submission, which is green 1, the camel clutch, 10 MP, place 6 submission gems and do 29,147 damage for 8 turns. While submission gems, it's been a very long day, are on the gem board. Remaining submission gems turn into multiply gems of strength 7. So the turns, the amount of gems, and the damage per turn has not changed, but the multiply gem strength has. At 5-star gold, it was 5. It is now 7. We're going to keep the Iranian drop, and we're going to bring in the standing drop kick, green 3, 6 MP, deal 66,994 damage, and swap a 1x4 random area into green gems. That got a bit of a buff as well with move damage. So for the entourage, Steel to get going on turn 1, Tech Booker, Showboat Lacey for green gem damage, and we're going to use Champa to reduce the submission turns by 2 because we want to keep the submission gems on the board. so they can turn into multiplies, pick them off with the Iranian drop, and do big damage. I am going to run this build twice. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at the new plate. It is now fixed and apparently working properly, so we'll find out. The plate is Scimitars of the Sheik. Whenever you activate a green move, increase your green move damage by 100% for 2 total turns, and that includes your current turn. So it should activate right away. Before it was activating before you even started a match, but we will double check. So that's 66,000. Come on. So that Iranian, the standing dropkick should show for, yep, okay, so it is taking into account our metal, but not the plate. So we're going to try this build with this new plate, and then we're going to try the exact same build with the same entourage and the same metals, but with a different plate. And keeping in mind that we have the gears, so those multiply gems are going to be strength 14. So get ready for some crazy shit. So because he's got some move defense, it's going to be 97,000. But if we hit this, don't cascade. Thank you. Okay, so it's activated. Is working as intended. I'm going to hit it one more time because I just want to see if it would. He's probably going to pin us. That might have been dumb, but. There isn't even a way for us to check because we can't click. That's okay. If the pin bar was like here, and you could hit that move a few times, you could possibly stack that damage quite a bit. Let's show us. Yeah, you can see that it's up to 231, even though his kick out boost is in the way. So that could be fun, kind of like the Santa Hogan video I did where I ran him triple yellow. But let's kick out of this. And a reminder that all the new Hall of Fame characters that come out this month have a 30% boost to their kickouts for the month. That is not permanent. So let's apply the submission. Let's go there. And with Ciampa, this is going to be 6 turns. And we're going to hope that he doesn't break a whole bunch. Oh, there goes 1. There goes 2. There goes 3 and 4. Oh, he's going to take them all. Oh, feels bad. But let's test out my theory of the plate stacking. So, we're stacked. I guess the sub triggered it? Oh, baby. Damn it. Why would you do this? Oh, baby. Don't cascade. Oh, I cascaded. Son of a bee. But he's not kicking out, which is kind of funny. Okay, so plate working as intended, but we're gonna run it back because I didn't destroy any multiply gems, and that was kind of the point of this build. So let's go ahead and run that back. Take 2. But like for the 5th video, so maybe it's take 9 or something? I don't know. I don't like any of that placement, so we're just gonna swipe and let him take his turn. he's gonna match a bunch of stuff over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna take a gamble to see which green swipe he takes. So the problem that Sheik is going to run into is that this is a really long sub. Wow! This some bullshit. This some bullshit. But that's the problem with long subs, is you try to keep them on the board and you can't. Let's do that for some move damage. Makes that about 450. So that acts as a bit of a finisher now. Throw his ass out the club. That should do it. That's 14 times. That's 329,000. So that's a mill. So while that plate is fun on Sheik, I still don't think it's the best one for him. So let's run this moveset one more time, but with a different plate. Okay, so we're running the exact same build with the exact same setup, but instead of his new plate, pardon the yawn. Again, it's been a really long day. But instead of his plate, we're going to use the all heart. And after 5 gameplay videos, countless movesets, countless pieces of paper ripped up because of changes and whatnot, we are resorting back to the moveset that I liked before all of this even happened. And it's triple green with an all heart plate. So whenever you generate 3 or more submission gems, increase your green gem damage by 100% for 2 turns, and your purple gem damage. So yeah, after all is said and done, this is the one that I think is still the best. We're going to have multiply gems of strength 14 on his primary color that are boosted 100% after the sub. So this is probably going to be nuts. It better be nuts because they've changed him so many times. Let's see what happens. Okay, load the moves. Perfect. Apply the submission. And let's just hope that he leaves us more than 1 this time. Son of a bitch. Okay. I can accept this as an outcome. So the all heart plate kicked up our green gem damage to 34,000. With a 14 times multiply gem, we're doing almost 500,000 on 1 gem. That's insane. This match is over. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, whoever that was. I don't know how to turn off my alerts. That should be night-night. Yeah, 2.25 mil, that's it. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? You decide in the comments. But that is how Mr. Sheiky Baby looks now, with the changes to his gears, his moves, and his coachability, and his plate. So let me know in the comments what you think of what he looks like now as opposed to what he looked like before. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified when my next gameplay video comes out. Thank you again for watching, and thank you for being a friend.